buying my book. TikTokers, they are buying the book.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's
A very nice book. I read it. Very emotional, but readable. It depicts and it brings about real life experiences. What every African child normally goes through. So, yeah, like I always say, we heal people when we share our testimonies because people are going through a lot of things as in. So let's not hide our weaknesses. Let's not hide our pain.
weaknesses. Wow.
Your pain, it can help someone ocabanga ukuthatha intambo, ocabanga ukuthatha isibhamu. And know ukuthi nami in some point in my journey ngeke ngacabanga ukuzibulala, ngeke ngacabanga ukuthi uNkulunkulu akekho, ngeke ngacabanga ukuthi idlozi alikho. But look where we are today.
Yeah, I love this. Yes, my prophet.
Izambatho very insignificant because just like sinamasonto namhlanje abahlukahlukene, umuntu uyavuka ucabanga ukuthi hayi let me differentiate myself, angigqoka ublue. Omunye uyavuka ukuthi hayi nami mangafaka uroyal blue, omunye uthi hayi yabo. So basically, it is the spirit that gives content. It is the spirit behind. It is the the spirit that fuels what is it that we're talking about. So now that being a spirit cannot be contained or be directed into any particular direction. It blows where it wants to blow. So uma ngisesontweni, I remember I used to be esontweni labazalwane as a prophetic tongue speaking, casting out.
I want you to speak in tongues today, darling.
Ebragadalai zukede elemai. Ufuna ukuvusa ezinye izinto. Ukuthi the prophetic, you see, that is a way of connecting for me in the realms of the spirit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another interesting episode of Munchies and Thoughts. Your host, Chef Patanani Mbata. Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting episode of Munchies and Thoughts. My name is Patanani, I am your chef. Today, two for happy, two for joy. Hello darlings. Anise bahle. Ngizoshadisa ngokuzayo.
Ubuco obuhle buhamba ngabili.
Hayibo. Nizoshada vele? Sizosayina vele?
We are kindred spirits.
Oh my goodness.
We just met and we
My
get
life
along.
is, look at them, they're so cute.
We get along like a house on fire.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Oh my gosh. Darlings, Sanbonani.
Hi Chef, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Kelda?
My prophet.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You're making us
Okay, anyway.
After this, what are we? What are we after this?
Oh my goodness. Darlings, please introduce yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? What's special about you? And if you want to leave your contact details, please do so because the Munchies say, Akulile dad.
Okay. I'm Lerato. I used to be Gogo Lerato. I'm now just Lerato.
You used to be Gogo Lerato?
I used to be Gogo Lerato.
Okay.
I'm just Lerato.
Okay.
I'm Gogo Kandalembube. I am a spiritual student. I'm a prophet. I'm a seeker of all things spiritual. I'm a teacher.
Okay.
Kimam root.
Mamuru.
Kimam fundisi. I'm a teacher. That's what I am. So that's why I dropped the Gogo Lerato. Lerato is the teacher. Gogo Kandalembube is Ugogo.
Gogo Kandalimbu.
Yes, she's Ugogo. Lerato is a teacher.
Okay, I've got questions, but I will ask them after my gentleman day. Okay, yes.
Ndinabagalaza uvuthe ngokubasela saxhaphazenyela isinambathi samshisa uthamsanqa kulabo bakwaVimukalo kingile ukudla iqela sobuye ukudla umfula mpahla zomntana zamka namanzi Ngidla gadlazi abagadli abagedleza awudina nakuhloma uthanda ihlathi njengamabala. Mswane kankoka kawungena ekhaya. Cha. Ngiyabingelela sibingelela amakhosi esihamba nawo. Kuba kuhle. Umavuso incele. Mfana wabasic cabbage bukweni. Ngiyaziwa ke mina kwaManchester Dots kancane Prophet Mafuso abanye bathi mkhulu the title really doesn't matter into ebalulekile umsebenzi siyathobeka kakhulu thank you for having me no Gogo Lerato today thank
No
you
Lerato. No Lerato. Just Lerato.
oh no Lerato
Gogo Khanda Lembube.
ukusalayo ukhona ugogo
Anyway, thank you so much, my Manchies and Thoughts family. Basichazile ukuthi bangobani, babuyaphi, baziwa ngani. And I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you guys because your support is amazing, guys.
Yeah.
Labantu laba, ma Manchies lawa. I support yabo inhle. They comment, they subscribe, they
Yes.
like, they follow, they share. They are with us on TikTok.
Yes.
Chef_Patsanani. They are buying my book. TikTokers, they are buying the book.
yes
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's
a very nice book. I read it, very emotional but readable. It depicts and it brings about real life experiences,
Yes,
what every African child normally goes through. So, yeah, like I always say, we heal people when we share our testimonies because people are going through a lot of things as in. So let's not hide our weaknesses. Let's not hide our pain.
weaknesses. Wow.
Your pain it can help someone ocabanga ukuthatha intambo ocabanga ukuthatha isibhamu and know ukuthi nami in some point in my journey ngeke ngacabanga ukuzibulala ngeke ngacabanga ukuthi uNkulunkulu akekho ngeke ngacabanga ukuthi idlozi alikho but look where we are today.
Look what we are today. Anyway, guys, if you want the copy of this book, please do send me an email, WhatsApp me, DM me. And the copy is only 300 Rand. We deliver across South Africa via Pep Taxi 081 524 6791. For the book, don't call me, WhatsApp me, please. And on the 7th of December, we are having our live studio audience where we are celebrating this book actually. Yes, I will be doing recording for Images and Thoughts because that's part of the thing that I'll be celebrating. And please, guys, if you want the tickets, it's 450. Do DM me, WhatsApp me, check the posters are all over. Guys, it's a gala dinner and we are going to a posh restaurant. I'm not going to mention it now, but yeah, very posh. We will have our own space, it's private. So guys, you know me, if it's not big, I don't do it.
Yeah.
On that note, today I have two people from different tribe to say. But before that, why you remove Gogo Lerato? Move Gogo and then you left Lerato?
Because when my ancestors took me through the initiation journey, they changed my name from Umaphapela Phezulu to Ukhanda Lembube. And Gogo Khanda Lembube, the me, I was having Ukokwam come and give me classes, teach me.
Okay.
That's how I went through my traditional initiation. So now that I've moved more fully into Sporofito, the title Lerato or the title Gogo Lerato started to feel heavy on me, and I was having a hard time merging the two aspects of my life. So I decided Lerato
Down.
Lerato Lukile.
Okay, thank you for that. I don't know if I asked you this question. Why Puzol Palace?
No.
I was on Puzol Palace.
No.
Mara, why Petlwin?
I went, ngakhishwa idlozi ePhehlweni. I didn't even complete that.
Okay, no, let's leave it. It's a story for another day.
Yes.
I just wanted to know that because I am busy cooking something very beautiful. Something like, darlings. But anyway, my Manchester and Thoughts family, namhlanje sizokhuluma the origin of izembatho regalia of pre-colonial prophets. Basically, sizokhuluma ngezembatho.
That is interesting.
I often wonder where you get these topics.
So that's what we are here to talk about. That's what we'll be discussing. Because yes, I have questions, but don't worry about my questions. Talk to me. What's your thoughts when you hear this topic before I can go deeper? Let's start with Lerato.
The topic is congruent because being colonized, we didn't have an element of knowing Christ. So clearly, pre-colonialism, we had some form of a higher or a light or a bright form of divinity. It didn't need to be represented in certain garments. So
Interesting.
izambatho are really, really indicative of the
Yeah, I
religion.
love this. Yes, my prophet.
Izambatho, very insignificant because just like sinamasonto namhlanje abahlukahlukene, umuntu uyavuka ucabanga ukuthi hayi let me differentiate myself, angigqoke ublue, omunye uyavuka ukuthi hayi nami mangafaka uroyal blue, omunye uthi hayi yabo. So basically, it is the spirit that gives content. It is the spirit behind. It is the the spirit that fuels what is it that we're talking about. So now that being a spirit cannot be be contained or be directed into any particular direction. Yabo. It blows where it wants to blow. So sometimes namhlanje ngigcoka white because ngithe mangivule wardrobe but igcoka white namhlanje yabo. Idlozi liyakhuluma ke lokho, liyakutshela idlozi ukuthi igcokani. It's possible.
Ayilibele.
Yeah.
Please, Lima.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balingalibalanga. So for me, it is just that nanokuthi ke ikhona representation that you can. People talk about leopard prints, but kuqala kwakugqokwa iy'khumba zama-leopard yabo, to represent royalty and to represent ubukhosi obuthile. But today, because ungadubula i-leopard bazakubopha, so sekumele amandiya noma belungu benza kube lula, bavele beyikhophe lezi zinto bazenze into cloth yabo, that you can buy and then that you can wear. However, there is a misconception. Mhlawumbe useza lapho kodwa sisale si.
Okay, let's leave it because I'm coming. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to your
I need to,
understanding.
thank you.
Because anyway, I'm just going to read this statement. There seems to be a misconception that the concept of isithunywa belongs to church. Gereke. Thus, we came to associate the part of isithunywa with worship spaces, e.g., churches, praise, evangelism, and theology, etc. Even the dress code suggests heavily influence of old Roman Christian Catholic robes for priests and nuns. Mkhulu, Gogo. I believe the path of isithunywa include understanding of the cosmos for Africans, predates colonization, therefore predates Roman Empire expansion into Africa. What's your say?
Wanna go first?
Yeah.
first.
Okay. It is not true ukuthi isithunywa is subjected to the walls or the corridors of isonto.
Okay.
Isithunywa is as old as the hills. Abogogo bethu, omkhulu bethu, amathonga ethu, wayemazi umvelinqangi ngesizulu noma unomkhubulwane, okusho ukuthi bakhulunywa lapho ngoNkulunkulu noma ngomoya kaNkulunkulu owawubasiza noma abawukhuleka noma bewuthandaza noma bewubiza, whether ey'ntabeni, whether emanzini noma kuphi. Sinalezi zinto esiyibiza ngokuthi izazi. Isazi was not only a person on information, as it says, or noma onolwazi noma unjulabuchopho, but isazi was also a person who's got insight, who's gifted in a way of viewing things, who's divinely connected in a form or in a way. So lokho kwakumenza ukuthi abe neso elijulile lokuxhumana nemvelo even naye uMvelinqangi, of which all izinto zethu, whether ufunda izisho zethu, whether in our proverbs, idioms and all, these things connect to nature. Thina singabantu bemvelo ababuka izinto ngene indlela ezenzeka ngayo bese ke siziconnecta noMvelinqangi. So uNkulunkulu sasimazi even before the corridors of isonto. So futhi ke isithunywa siloku sisebenza nalapho sikhona abantu bethandaza ngendlela ababethandaza ngayo. So it can never be true, and isithunywa basically it does not need prayer for
Okay,
you.
Isithunywa does not need prayer. Yes, madam. Let me hear your thoughts.
I absolutely agree with Unkulu. From a cultural perspective, we now say Abenguni, but they were Abengoni, the saints. From a cultural perspective as well, like Umkulu has said, we have structured our society. Africans structured their society in such a way that we are so well connected with nature, and we have what is spiritual knowledge to religion is basic knowledge in African society.
Sure.
So for us, our trees, our crops, the birds,
Yeah.
how the house is structured, the thatch, how it is, the sun direction, all of those things were it's like isithunywa, we are intrinsically born with it. Abantu abamnyama, I'm sorry to say that we are intrinsically born with it, right? We have we speak about abantu abazali bambethe and things like that. Those are all signs of divinity. Right? The rupturing of the waters when a baby is born, the coming out of blood, those are all signs of divinity. Blood is sacred to us, right? Water from the body is sacred to us. Nature around us is sacred. So yes, isithunywa has got nothing to do with religion. However, the common ground that isithunywa has with religion is the belief system.
Okay.
Right? We believed that when birds migrate at a certain time, they mean a certain thing. We believed that certain dreams mean a certain thing. We believed that masischala crops or a mabele, there's a certain reason, right? Isithunywa with us Black people, our belief system is integrated into our wealth, is integrated into our society, and therefore into our marriages, and into our homes. And it's I always say to people, ukuthi, Africans, even the way sishada ngakhona is almost in an occult way. It's a covenant in itself. So we have always understood the laws of nature and spirituality. So we never needed the definition of isithunywa, but the belief system, our beliefs, the tradition element, that's what Africans and the colonizers have in common, right? To be able to derive a spirituality, there needs to be a fundamental belief. You've got to believe in something so that you can derive a meaning from it, right? So does isithunywa need prayer? Not in the context that we understand, because prayer is constant chanting. Prayer is constant speaking. You pray, kapilu. You pray, kapilu. When you call it, people call it now New Age, the law of attraction. You keep summoning something by how you think, how you see things. That's a prayer. That's enough.
That's a prayer. That's enough. Is there anything you want to add before I move? Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So that's me. I want to understand. I agree we've got guides. How do they appear to us? I know they will appear to us through dreams. I just do not know when they appear to us. Because I always hear people saying things. But before I can say those things, I want to hear your thoughts first.
How these guides appear to us. All right, it always differs from person to
Remember,
person.
Isithunywa nangithi? Thank you.
Isithunywa, like Gogo touches very significant point, ukuthi isithunywa has always been with us, because isithunywa means a messenger, someone who is sent. So the person who is sent might not be necessarily be sent because uqhamuka from ezulwini or is an angel that you will see. We also have people who are sent because baqhamuka from edlozini. Ugogo wami ongasekho emhlabeni could come to me with a message. Sometimes I've had experiences even uba sekunzima kakhulu, where a person will literally appear while you're still awake, usahleli, efike ezokunika leyo message, you know. You don't need to fall asleep. And that's why to us, amadlozi wethu, for me, you can't differentiate, you can't separate the two. Yes, you can differentiate, but idlozi nesithunywa, for me, these things, they represent divinity and they always go together. So, angeke kuze mina ayikho ingilosi uma ngavela umuntu engingamazi ebusheni lami engitshela ukuthi hey Mavuso thatha lokhu naloku, ngizoke ngivuke ngidraye ngiyibuza ukuthi lo muntu lona wakuphi. Kodwa makuvela umama kwavela ugogo, awu that's enough, ngiyazi ukuthi I've got confidence, umkhulu ufikile kimi. Labantu engithi bangenile bahamba nami kumele befike kimi, yabo. So when irregardless ukuthi ngiyabazi, and sometimes you don't even need to know them. Uma ubuza and going down the family history, uyathola ukuthi oh loya umkhulu wakho loyo ubani, oh loyo ubani wenze kanje. So uma ngisesontweni, I remember I used to be esontweni labazalwane as a prophetic tongue speaking, casting out
I
demons.
want you to speak in tongues today, darling.
Ebragadala izukede elemai.
Shabarashaka.
Ufuna ukuvusa ezinye izinto. Ukuthi the prophetic, you see, that is a way of connecting for me in the realms of the spirit. So okusho ukuthi, but I wanted to get to the point yokuthi kwakuwenzeka ngiprophesy in the walls of the church. Kodwa ngazi ukuthi lo muntu ofike wangihlebela noma wangivezela lento ugogo wami is an ancestor to me or umkhulu wami. But uma ngisesontweni ngithi zothi that said the Lord, you know, the spirit of the Lord pulled me by my hair and
I can see you, Spirit of the Lord.
Yeah.
and begin to show me something in the realms of the spirit. So it's just a packaging esiba nayo uma sisesontweni, because we maybe want to fit in, I don't know. Kodwa ke ngizama ukuvezela ukuthi these things work everywhere, because noma ngisendumbeni ngichitha amathambo, there's a point la ngihlala khona and I look at my hand and I can tell ukuthi I read something or I hear something or I see something, and that has nothing to do with amathambo. That has something to do with isithunywa engihamba naso. So ngisemotweni ngiyadrive, ngikhohle license endlini, I want to know amaphoyisa ngakuphi, which route must I take. I listen, ngilahlekelwe ifone. So isithunywa, these I'm able to tap into the realms of the spirit at will.
Yes.
If ngifuna ukuthi ngenze, because you see, the gifts and the callings of God are without repentance. So loku onikezwe wona wena, it can never be conformed ukuthi kumele ngize ngiyolala or kumele ngize ngiyesontweni or kumele ngize ngithandaze. To be honest, the most life-changing messages that I've got in my life was in a position la ngingathandazanga khona, ngilele nonkosikazi, ngisehotela, mhlawumbe yabo, and that's the time la uzothola a message that will change your life and lead you, and you haven't opened your mouth and say I'm praying.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear Lerato?
Okay, I just want you to refresh the question so that I'm clear.
Okay, I wanted to know Uguti, the messengers, how do they appear to us? They normally appear to us at night when we are sleeping, or anytime, any day. I've got a follow-up question on that, but I want to understand this one first.
For me personally, they appear. This is how I know I'm speaking. And okay, let me start here. Isithunywa is always idlozi. Mkhulu, I don't know, we might disagree. Isithunywa is always idlozi, right?
No, that's true. Yeah.
You've got 46 chromosomes in your DNA. That's 46 channels for any of your bloodline to come and speak to you, right? And there need not be an outside energy that can connect with you, because remember, let's say the God effect, let's say uNkulunkulu, God himself, he's got no reason to connect with you exclusive of the 46 chromosomes. You are who you are, Chef, today because of these genes. And these genes have come a long way. They've come thousands, if not millions of years old for you to be as you are today. 46 people have given you something.
True.
Something keeps repeating itself in your bloodline 46 times for it to be a combination of you. So why would the infinite, abundant God now decide to leave what he's doing, leave the 46 channels that idlozi lakho can connect to you and come and speak to you? What would be the purpose of that? There would be no continuity with the God effect. God is a process, basically. So isithunywa is always idlozi. For me, idlozi, amadlozi, ithunywa zami, they come to me as a vision of very tall people, and I always get the sense that they are so tall I can't look up, I can't see them, and they are always dressed in black.
Okay.
So to me, even when I started my journey with Ugogo Khandale Mbube, my teachings, she would always take me to a place that is completely black, that has got no up or down, that has got no relativity. She and I would speak spirit language, meaning her mouth didn't move. I could read her thoughts. She could read my thoughts. And that's how the training happened. Right? So to this day, that's what it is. So that is why isithunywa has to be idlozi.
I love that. Are you done?
That's powerful. Let's add on something on that before you.
Yeah, because I've got a question as well.
She touched
I
something-
love that. That was beautiful. Proceed.
That's something very interesting, of which even Christians don't understand. Ukuthi, the Bible says God is seated, meaning God has finished his work.
Yeah.
He's rested.
You're talking big English now.
So if God is seated, he's finished his works, God has opened all the channels.
Yes.
For you, uma uthandaza manje ungacabanga ukuthi uNkulunkulu ukhatha sazothi ufuna imali ake ngicinge ukuthi ngakuphi. No. All what you require in this life, God has already provided for you. So that's why umuntu angafani nenyoni akamili angafani with the fruit akamili esihlahleni. You've got a trace, you've got a family pattern where you come from. Your family pattern might have been corrupted in a way yokuthi ungakhona ukureceive ezinye zezinto eniphiwe zona, but that does not mean ukuthi if you correct those things angeke inhlanhla yakho wena ozalwe nayo noma lento ophiwe yona uNkulunkulu ibuye kuwe. Our ways of praying is only to connect with divinity and to stay upright. Sikwazi ukuthi sazi ukuthi ukhona umvenqanga, but that doesn't mean ukuthi it's only then masthandaza that's when he moves. No. So kunezinye zezinto that just requires you to open your eyes. There's a saying that says, he who looks outside dreams, but he who looks within awakens.
Yes.
Why do you awaken? Because you've got all the treasures. You can connect. You know, I recently lost my mother, and when I said to my brothers, Mama, don't mind the body.
Yeah.
Now I can connect with her anytime. She's no longer limited. Ukuthi akuze azi ukuthi ngikuphi. I need to call. Hey, student, now she can see me everywhere I am. Wherever I feel, I can talk. So these are things. Yeah.
May his soul rest in peace.
Thank you.
Okay, now, if I can move to my other segment, I always hear people bathi umuphupha or uthonga isithunywa ubona abantu begqoke impahla zesonto, like wearing church clothes. So now hearing you saying isithunywa idlozi, now I'm asking myself, why bangaveli befake izinto zamadlozi?
Because they know that a certain sambato in a dream holds a certain frequency. They know that the color blue and white you will automatically associate with an apostolic spirit. So remember, a dream is meant to get you to think and to get you to align with certain energies. If, let's say an apostolic church has created its own sense of its own energy now, right? Because we're going back to beliefs, it's founded by the 12 apostles of Jesus. There is a whole belief system, there's a whole catalog of foundational things. So because you are dreaming of blue and white, right? You are being shown that connect with us in the perspective of an already existing apostolic belief system. Start here with us. And the reason why they will do that is because the traditional aspect or izinto zedlozi or zasekhayeni at the moment, you are too young spiritually to be able to know how to address the real core ancestral issues. So they rather take you through what feels like a prophetic dream, a prophetic channel, so that you can learn just to tap. It's like bafake blue and white. So it's like Idlozi Lakho is asking you to hold on to the concept of Jesus Christ, ubambe uJesu ngesandla, as you are walking. But they know that there's 46 of them in your bloodline. At some point, you're going to see as you are walking under this blue and white guise that no, Jesus has disappeared at some point. So that they can take you back to the real issues, the core issues, the karmic issues. Zasemsamo. How are you going to undo isthwalo emsamo if you don't have even context of spirituality? So then they put you through profit or the blue and white for discipline, for the daily prayers, for the feeling like there's communion. They're trying to teach you to believe in a higher power in a different way. Right? So ukenako postola now so that you can firstly begin to see what you perceive as God in a different way. From the way that you grew up thinking. So they're slowly shifting your perspective. And here's the thing with spirit God. God functions through your perspectives because God is what you are, what you believe everything to be. Your belief system about yourself is the foundation of who you've created God to be. And that is the real reason why he says, don't make an image of me. What you think of yourself, Chef, is exactly who God is going to be for you.
Wow.
Right? And unfortunately, of the 46 chromosomes that you have, unfortunately, some negative or karmic traits have been passed down to you. So your belief of who you are as Patanani is not even an accurate belief, even in God. That's not even an accurate belief. So how will you be able to connect with Idlozi and see them from a distance to see what needs to be fixed if you've got an inherently false belief about who you are and eventually who the God within you is?
I wanted to add, but it's touched a lot of things. There's a scripture that says, eat my flesh and drink my blood, so you shall be with me. And it's like the whole communion issue. But I want to highlight Guti. Jesus said, you look at him in order to look at you. So the more we know of God, the more we see God, is the more we discover about us and who we're supposed to be. But furthermore, on those spiritual regalias, remember these colors, they carry a certain spirit that is associated with them. Zikhona impahla zomthakathi esiyigcoka uma ngabe uyokwenza into ethile, because ufuna ukukhava noma ufuna ukuthi ubheke ubambe yilowo moya loyo othile. So these spiritual regalas are not only limited to indaba yesonto, even ebunyangeni noma ebungomeni zikhona, but these colors, they mean something.
Yeah.
So furthermore, it does not mean ukuthi uma uphuphe umuntu very interesting, because uma uzophupha umuntu ogcoke impahla zesonto and then you start thinking ukuthi he's Junior. No, you must be careful. Ikhona enye induku eyisikhafulo abayenzayo. Lo muntu uyenza lento uma eceda ukuphuma esontweni, and then ayenze lento usho ukuthi ayikhafule, but wena uma ifika kuwe izofika uyibone usesontweni, because lo muntu uyenze kuphi uma qede ukuphuma esontweni. So ubunyanga ke bufike bujule lapho ukuthi manje wena, because we automatically, that's why kusinabantu abaningi kunabantu abakufakela idlozi elingekho ukuthi hamba uyolithwasa ngoba ngifuna ukuhluphekisa. So how do I do that? Abathakathi lokho bakwenza kanjani? Bayazi bathatha ibomvu nokunye nje bese baya, kodwa wena uma uphupha uzophupha lamabhayi, because when you've been programmed to think ukuthi ngabona ibhayi yes nesangoma masihlola, oh uphupha amabhayi, oh uphupha wenzani, and you think kanti you need to go deeper than that uma ngabe umelaphi noma uhlola, because zikhona izinto esizaziyo ukuthi automatically vele abantu bagijime bacabanga ukuthi this is it. And sometimes uma ngabe ngizophupha umkhulu wami vele ube yibishop, ube unesonto, uzozwa ukuthi the spiritual regalas, but sometimes it does not mean he wants to give me anything church related. No, it's just my information to know ukuthi njoba lo muntu lo ngempupha umuntu vele owayembethwe inayo imimoya. But it does not mean ukuthi he's saying when you are called into that area.
Thank you. My Manchis and Thoughts family, I hope you are still enjoying the episode. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. Interesting. You mentioned I'm a prophet or church, what?
Hey.
Then why? Before we became Apostle, Jericho, Zion, etc., how was our work of prophesying, divination, and evangelism expressed? You are a prophet. You spoke about apostle. Did you hear me, or should I repeat?
No, I heard you.
Thank you.
Okay. Firstly, we never had a congregation concept.
Okay.
Right? The congregation was ikhaya. Ubaba wendlu is the equivalent to umfundisi. So we never had a societal congregation concept. And I think I spoke about this with you earlier on, that your definition, Gini, your definition of God and the definition of God, ikhaya, is two different things. Two different things. And these are informed by idlos, right? Okay. So now we are having, like you say, the congregations, and what did we do before that?
Yes.
What we did before that was that we looked at the signs. Cow dung, we burn it because we know that cows eat grass. Grass grows from the soil. Soil is being transformed. We make umlilo, we make fire, we make utshwala, fire transformation, idombolo, flour, it's things that we've made, whatever the case. Offerings there to harvest offerings is because our crop was good this year. And it means that everybody in the village has been doing what needed to be done. Africans became wealthy because of spirituality. And the only way for us to maintain our spirituality was to maintain our wealth was to be spiritual, right? So although Gini, Chef, you guys have your own little belief system being idlozi lagini, who's the equivalent to your God. And Nati, we've got idlozi letu. But because we are in the same village, there are certain common things that we agree upon. We're going back to that example of this woman whose husband has died and Wazila, right? That woman, that widow becomes our societal problem, all of us. Because if this woman doesn't get cleansed, then all of our crops are going to have a problem. We're all going to have problems now. So it's so interesting that the African culture, society was designed in such a way that only negative, or demonic or lower vibrational energies were the ones that could affect us, and they could affect us through practices that we ignore. So our job was always to protect our society from the negativity by doing what? By protecting those who are underfortunate. The widow. If we protect the widow and we make sure uthi inzile and all of those things are done properly, we are all sorted.
Okay.
So there was never really a need now for a whole one God concept. We would Abo Baba from each house. So they had their own conversations about philosophy, which is essentially God applied. Philosophy is God applied. So every man and every young boy, they are having these conversations on how to become better men, right? If all the women, but they're staying at home, they're having these conversations on how to become better women. What other consciousness was required at that point? Women being together is a form of congregation. It's a form of prayer. Men being together is a form of congregation.
Very key, I want to emphasize on the concept of the Godhead. You see, the concept of the Godhead is represented in families because the man is the head of the family. There's a scripture that says, you women should cover your head. And there's a scripture that says, husbands, love your wife, even as Christ loved the church. So this is a comparison now. The man is the head. So how does a woman cover her head? It's a very symbolic way of putting it, Guti. As the woman should protect, should support. She's the neck. She supports the head being the husband. So the husband being the leader of the family or the house. So Ogushuguti, the values that are being passed down, what we are observing, the teachings, the customs in this house are emphasized. Christ has put the power and the authority ukuthi imfundiso yala ikhaya iqhamuke through indoda, and then umfazi bese esupporta leyo mfundiso. That is why a man who cannot keep his family, he's not fit to lead the church.
Yes.
Because before you you have a bigger concept of isondo as the congregation, you have a sample of what the church looks like in your family.
That's so true.
Okay, the man who is not fit, you said the man is not fit to lead that church.
Yes, a man who cannot lead his family, or whose family is falling apart. He cannot be a leader in the church.
How about 50-50?
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Okay. Are you done, my professor? I want to hear this nonsense.
Yes.
Are you done? Yeah.
50-50 is a nonsensical concept meant to drive us away from who we truly are. It's a concept that puts capitalism kopili. It's a concept that equates independence with money, right? Whereas a woman's job or a woman's biggest calling is manifestation. A woman's biggest calling is creation, right? That is, and how do we know? Because if you want to know what a woman's job is, basically go and sleep with a man. You will be pregnant. There is nothing more. What makes you more feminine? What makes you more of a woman? Stand there and look at your vagina. That's as far as it gets. So if 50-50, it's now trying to trick people into saying that if you want to show your sovereignty, if you want to be sovereign, sovereignty means you are well balanced within yourself. You are unique to yourself, accept yourself unconditionally, right? But the 50-50 now says to gain your sovereignty, right, is to become independent. To gain your independence is to become materially wealthy. So 50-50, no, it doesn't work. We're going back to what Umkhulu said. A man who cannot lead his family is not fit to be umfundisi. And leading a man's job is to be a spiritual, a financial, an emotional leader. His job is to project, and that is why men are not overly emotional. His job is to project plans into the future. That's how wealth is built. A woman's job is to manifest, to create little pockets of wealth in the moment. That's it. So 50-50, I will speak from personal experience. I'm fortunate in the sense that Abogogo Bami have told me that I will never go and work where there are men. I will never go and work. Umsebenzi wami as prophet, the emotional reasons why Amadlozi Ami gave me this task, the emotional reasons were that Abogogo and Abogogo Bami told me that we don't want you loitering around where men are. We want you to be rested in your feminine energy, staying at home. There's nothing out there in the streets for you. You got kids, that's it. You want money, people will come to you.
Wow.
People will come to you under the authority of whichever man that you are going to get married to. Right? Because we baba was a kain. So 50-50.
Very key, my prophet. Because look, if we understand our roles, there's no need. If the hand understands, I'm the hand. There's no need for the hand to compare itself to the foot. You see, women are great people, and we cannot do without them. God has created them to be multipliers. If you give them groceries, they give you food. If you give them love, they'll give you a family.
Yeah.
So whatever you give, if you mistreat them, it will become rottenness to your bones. It was also good. I'm living in hell because of, So let's all play our role and play it well and play it beautifully.
Yeah.
Once we start to have a woman do a man's job, then we get it twisted. Yeah. But however, we are gracefully gifted in each and every one of us. La uNkulunkulu esibeke khona.
Yazi kusazoba mnandi.
Yeah.
Kusazoba mnandi kakhulu futhi. My night is kusazoba mnandi. I'm chef. Anyway, this one before I move. I always hear people, guys, Betty, Sishiso. You know Sishiso?
Yeah.
Originates from old Hebrews tradition of burning offering in an altar.
Yes.
What do you say on that?
It does originate from that.
Tell me.
It's Mosaic law. It is Mosaic law, yes, to do it in the context that it's been performed as sichiso, as that ritual. But as Africans, the burning of whatever parts of meat, parts of flesh, the burning of certain parts of an animal was always indicative of a certain intention that's been placed. So yes, sichiso in the construct of how we understand how to do it today, it is a Mosaic law thing. But burning of meat, burning of flesh, burning of stone, burning of making fire is very African. The element, the purpose of sichiso is not the actual animal parts that are being burnt. The main foundation of the sichiso is actually the fire that's being made.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
So we do also in African culture have a sense of purification by fire. We know that. So when the colonizers came and told us that, fire, we will be purified by fire, that is also what made it so easy for Africans to accept the colonizer book, because there were so many congruencies. We didn't look into the fine detail. So yes, we make fire. Fire is the first form of cleansing. First form of cleansing that we do. And how do you know this? We make fire when we cook. We make fire when we have imisebenzi yamadlozi. Fire is central to us.
Yes, over to you, my prophet.
Yes, it's true. It originates from there. God is such a clever being, because as I grow, I started in Christianity, but as I grow in our traditional ways and you do research, ngokuthi thina bantu isintu sethu sithini besiphila kanjani, I find a lot of comparison. I find a lot of similarities rather. Yabo, it's just ukuthi because of language. Our language is not that rich. Mhlawumbe ke the Greek or the English language inezindlela eziningi zokubeka into eyodwa. But that's why I always tell people ukuthi never look at the act, like Ukoko was saying, ukuthi what does the fire element do? What does it symbolize? Isho ukuthini kithi? It's our way of purity. And nathi lezo zinto lezo sinazo. You know, there's a whole lot of other things esingazibuka. It's just because lezi zinto zifike zaba popular and were made known by isonto. It does not mean ukuthi thina asinazo ezethu izinto that fulfills the same purpose. You know, it can go as far as into yamaladi. But you know, we've always had iladi. Ngiyawenza umqombothi ngibeke emsamo, ngibeke ama-fruits, ngibeke amadumbe, ngibeke izinto. Yini kanti leyo? Ngoba ngisuke ngipha abantu abadala leyo nto leyo. Kodwa manje ngokuthi wena usuyazi ngeladi uthi ngoba kushiswa amakhandlela usuthi wena into efike nesonto le. Yabo?
It's me who was asking.
It's me who was asking.
Anyway, I just want to know, man. Old Hebrews or Abrahamic ways of offering to God and adoption. It's a question. Is an old Hebrews or Abrahamic ways of offering to God and adoption of a foreign culture and made it into our own way of awakening and offering certain sacrifices in the context of isiprofito?
No.
Okay.
Like Umkhulu just said, that it's a language barrier. It's an understanding barrier. So Abraham firstly was not apparently whatever Jewish. So he was some other tribe, right? And in as much as he was not Jewish, he was visited by the priest of Salem,
You know your Bible, I see.
who gave him bread and wine.
Yeah.
Abraham experienced the equivalent of a Jesus. Firstly, not being Jewish. Secondly, being decades and generations before Jesus' time. So now we're going back to the concept of idlozi again and itwasa and their child. There is that energetic exchange now between us and them. So now the offerings that we make it simple that again people can put it well in their consciousness that they are not defying this made up God. So then to be able to sensitize them, to be able to walk in their truth and in the truth of their ancestors, then we adopt the book's way of doing things so that people can feel comfortable. Because again, once you say to a person, especially in modern society, who knows nothing about idlozi, who knows nothing about how to connect to themselves and what wealth and spirituality is, how do you move that person like Umkhulu from a New Age church into his culture without doing a transition? So these ways are just, it's like a yin and yang effect. It's really an alpha and omega effect, and it happens everywhere. Who was this priest of Salem who never rocked up again? Who was he? And if that was the case, let's say that priest was not Jesus, then does that mean that Jesus went to go and learn and adopt ways of Abraham, who is technically, apparently, I don't know, is his forefather? Did he go and learn those words to be able to come up with the concept of giving his own flesh and blood and bread and wine as an exchange? So was Jesus twasaring what the priest or idlozi lagwasalema that came to Abraham? Was Jesus twasaring that when he was giving the offering of bread and wine?
Maybe because they said it was like in.
That's the thing. So which one comes first? is Jesus the one who came up with the concept of giving bread and wine as flesh and blood? Or did he go and learn naye and initiate it? Because in Abraham's time, it is documented that a high priest from Salem came and gave him bread and wine.
Okay, let's hear the prophets there. I love it because I'm a prophet. Kumnandi.
Oh, Ngilosi.
Engilondayo. Ubusuku nemini.
Hey, kodwa-ke. Cha, very interesting. But offerings have always been there. Now, Natama offerings as African people. And the Bible says, thou shalt have no other foreign God except me. Godwa. That is misinterpreted ngoba people think ukuthi uma sihlabela idlozi sisho ukuthi we are deviating. Yet how can idlozi lami be a foreign god? Idlozi lami will never be foreign to me because ngineimfundiso, inkambiso, indlela yobaba mkhulu abayishiya kumkhulu, abayishiya kukhokho, ehamba ngayo. So uma ngenza lokhu kwakithi, I'm not being foreign. And as long as lokhu kwakithi at the end of the day connects me to a higher divinity and to a higher power, which is God himself. And because umlungu came neBhayibheli, which is understand ukuthi mina mangihlaba inkomo la ngikhuluma ngishisa impepho emsamo, burning my own type of incense, ngisho ukuthini. And then he told me ukuthi I'm serving a foreign god, which is not true, because naye unobakhe ilineage ayilandelayo ahamba ngaye, unobakhe ubuzwe nala achamuka khona. Yebo? So the misconception made us to xwaya sizonde lokhu okwethu. Sicabanga ukuthi as long as ngishisa impepho ngifaka umhlwehlwe wembuzi laphayana nowenkomo, it means I'm not connecting to the Almighty God. Ngikhuluma nabantu abangekho, yabo. But these things, we've always been doing them, and zikhona nakithi, yabo. We must never be told by foreign people, abantu abangasazi ukuthi how we need to serve our God.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Since izembatho are here to stay and still hold more symbolic secrets that some of them are yet to be revealed to their descendant, what are the basic codes or secrets behind the color code of izembatho? If they are deep secrets, ungawash, but if you are comfortable, say it. So this question, I'm putting it on your hands.
Okay.
Example: yellow, white, blue, green, red, purple.
Okay.
And maroon as well. Okay, I already know black. Go to black if it's just your target.
Not really.
But anyway, I'm joking. Yes, please.
Okay. I'll just go first.
Yes.
Primary colors are talking about the foundation of your identity namadlozi yakho. Red, yellow, blue, white. Those are the primary colors. White, we're just adding as a, let's say, as a spirit element. These primary colors also represent different elements: blue, water; red, fire; yellow, spirit or earth. Primary colors are where amadlozi etu work. That's the secret of it. So once you get into your purple, which is a blend of a primary color, and an orange, which is a blend of your primary color, now they're actually showing you that you are having, let's say, 2 or more ancestors within your bloodline who've got a common viewpoint, who view things in a certain perspective. So then it's normally the combination of the color itself means that there's 2 or more ancestors that are coming in union because they've got an agreement. They share a certain consciousness in common, right? But in my experience, yellow is associated, ngesintu will call it umakhosi, but it's associated litaba, bajimbako tabing, right? Yellow is fundamental to bajimbako tabing, right? And the reason why then how we draw the The connection between Badimba Kotabeng and religion is that now we say Jesus Christ died on a mountain. Jesus Christ taught on a mountain. He had a transfiguration, which is a changing of form, which is a kupugelwa lidlozi, by the way, on a mountain. So that's how we've sort of created a mirage around the Bible, right? So that and that's how we've maintained the secret. Blue, again, blue, sky blue, powder blue is associated whatever with what you can call angels, or what people want to call angels, which are essentially amadlozi that are aligning more with the Roman Catholic religion, really, because religion is founded by the Roman Catholic.
Okay.
Right? So that's where all those red people associated with blood, right?
And your nails are looking beautiful.
Yes. However, red also ngesintu stands for divine feminine energy. A woman is the only one who loses blood. Each and every one of you, when you arrive in this world, you are baptized with water and blood.
Oh, wow.
You will pass through the birth canal and you will get both baptisms when you come here. Right? Blue, in a way, it's idlozi lasemanzini, but also ngesintu, blue is also divine father. Water. What is a man excrete? Clear. It's clear in color, or it's white looking. The coming together of a person. So blue is also idlozi umkhulu, actually. People don't know this, but ikhehla elifaka blue is a father figure who wants you to align with the Christ consciousness, or wants to connect with you ngesondo, right? But it doesn't take away. So there's so many interpretations on these colors. In my experience, purple ganingi comes up from an ancestor, a feminine ancestor. Will come up with the color purple, especially where she or her bloodline neglected you. So let's say your father never raised you. Your father's mom or your father's grandmother who never raised you is more likely to come up with purple, because purple is associated with the Roman Catholic Church. And she's trying to say to you, because I cannot get into them somewhere where you were raised and bred because of the surname, I would like to connect with you. Hypothetically speaking, I would like to create a hypothetical spirituality, which is what religion is. So either go to a church. Kereke is just a hypothetical, it's like a test run on idlos. So then she sends you there because she can't enter Esbayeni where you've been raised, because umntwana kamalume. Orange also has that same effect. Orange, like Umkulu was saying, in my experience, orange has been associated a lot with breaking of ties around women.
Thank you.
Yeah. Maroon is...
No, proceed. I thought you done. Yeah.
Maroon?
Yeah.
Maroon, again, maroon, when you are Umkulu, like Umkulu is wearing white and maroon, strong color, because maroon is the masculine color. It's an Umkulu, an aged man, an aged, strong masculine man who's coming generations before him. However, maroon on me as a woman means bondage. Maroon on me, ngifake maroon angifuni next to me, because it means bondage. It means the moment idlozi lami and shows me injete maroon and I'm married to Umkulu, this is an automatic red flag that there's something that Umkulu has done or is doing, and I've gone into Isbaya Sagibo and I don't belong there.
Okay.
So maroon probably goes with the 50-50 concept.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Please, yours, and then we proceed with that again.
I think she has said a mindful on the colors. However, we must emphasize, Uguti, these things are, what is the word? You know, every career has its own...
Challenges?
No. There's a word for it, man.
Beauties? What?
I
don't know.
In computers, we call it what? In medicine, we call this what? There's a word for it. Just forgot the word.
They will remind us.
So what we basically saying?
It's not faculty. Faculty of what?
Yeah, but there is.
Okay, Manches, please remind my prophet. Prophet ubalekile
I
manje.
need to speak in tongues.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's okay. What we're basically getting into is that in every field, these things can mean different things. You see, for example, when ukhuluma black color, ukuthi it means umthakathi, but it's not all true.
Our big joke,
Because-
Kamina.
No, you are not the only one who thinks that way. Khona abafike, I think bangithola ngigqoke ijazi elimnyama. I recently just did it now. Kodwa lelo jazi elimnyama lirepresenta inzunza kimi. Lifuna umuntu wasemanzini. Yabo, alisho ubuloyi, alisho ubuthakathi kimi. So that's what I was getting into. You see, you find the red color, like she was explaining, Lerato, the red. She explained it very beautifully. Uguti, however, umdawe nawo does represent, takes the red and white because bakhuluma ngomedlozi elalimala or what, you see. So you can never really finish it. Is things I don't highly esteem them that much as a prophet because anybody can. I feel sometimes we just dumpsack and we think for me now it's like the South African flag. You can explain
you
it the
like
way
to
you
leave
want
things
to.
hanging. You said it's like you like to tamsak. Then you see our African flag.
yeah, tell us,
Proceed. Tamsak what?
No, I feel it, sometimes there's a lot of things as enzakalayo in the prophet, in the spiritual world. Some of them are not spiritual at all. And yet we think they are spiritual.
Wow.
And it is a problem because you find people calling you, yeah, mkhulu ngibona inyoni enjena, I just love this bed. What does it mean? You love the bed, so what? You find people saying, bengishisa amakhandlela ami, elimhlophe lishe laphela. What if ushisa amakhandlela emoyeni? Okay, I'm not saying there's no spiritually significant. Bazongibulala ama-prophets because they love candles and doing
Yes,
candle
yes, we do.
readings. But all I'm saying is, kukhona ezinye zezinto that we overemphasize, and it's not something you can draw your whole life conclusion around. Ukuthi it's just because umavusa uliqedile le glasi maka manje izentothi okusho ukuthi ukhulume konke bekumele akukhulume. What if Mavuso is just thirsty? What if Mavuso just loves the So in other words, engisho ukuthi let's be careful as spiritual people. Let's find more than the Bible says in the book of Jeremiah, is it Isaiah or Jeremiah? It says, whenever a prophet speaks, let one or two discern to confirm what the prophet is saying. So what are we saying? We're saying, even when it comes to your spiritual life or spiritual things, ubona amabhaya elibovu sekusho ukuthi twice, confirm, discern, find other confirmations. Once or twice in the night, in the vision of the night, the Lord speaketh, no one perceived it, in the book of Job. I think it's Job 33. I still know my Bible because I've never been in church in a long time.
Because you read it to understand. You didn't read it not to understand. Yeah.
So all I'm saying is confirmations, guys. Let's not. Life is too precious, too sensitive for us to run with something. Oyitholile nje, yabo. Same thing applies to dreams. Don't take an improper stand in dreams and visions. Ukuthi ngoba ngihleli noLerato la ngilale namhlanje ngimphuphe. Hayi kusho ukuthi vele.
Station Matute.
Yabo.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. That was beautiful. My man said that we are leaving you now, but they need to give their word of wisdom.
I'm going to let Nkulu take it.
All right. Word of wisdom would be besikhuluma ngesithunywa namhlanje, I think nesambatho and on all of that. So that would be follow closely you know, ukuthi isithunywa sakho noma abantu bakini bathini. And don't do this thing. People should stop this thing, my chef, yokuthi baphuphe izembatho noma baphuphe amabhayi bahambe bayowathenga. Ukuphupha ibhayi akusho ukuthi hambe uyolithenga. It's a misconception. It's a misconception because bangenzisa nami leyo nto leyo, but quite frankly lawo mabhayi lawo ngawasebenzisa sengithwasile. They meaningless ukuthi uhambe wena uchaza ukuthi uma ungaphupha ugcoke impahla zodokotela ubese uhamba ugcoka ijazi or uyothenga you cannot. That does not make you a doctor. What that simply tells you ukuthi ikhona into kuwe eyisiphiwo kanje efuna ukuthi ufunde. That's why abantu abanemimoya bephupha izikolo bephupha in, because they need to go through a series of learning and of development before uba yilento le othi uyayibona. So manje ukuhamba kwakho, it makes you puffed up ukuthi uhambe uyothenga lezi zinto ube ungazi ukuthi zisho ukuthini. Kodwa ke please don't. And abantu, I need to emphasize this point yokuthi usually iziphiwo ziba ziningi emntwini, but please take your prophetic gift noma isiphiwo sakho sesithunywa seriously before kufika amagedla, yabo. uLerato, what he's doing today into nami engicale kuyo leyo, but angisayenzi because ngangena amagedla ngingena amabhuli because manje sengihlola ngokunye, sengihlola nangezinye izinto. But into engiyishoyo ukuthi this helps because uma unesithunywa Phathanani does not need ukuthi lento kumele izisebenze uma usentumbeni. Mina mangihamba la ukuthi ngizodlana namhlanje ngengijule ngibuka ukuthi namhlanje which road must I take, what must I eat today, so that you see this becomes your practice. Yabo besifihlelana thina izinto ngufihlele ifone ngithi I've hidden something for you, find out. Angithi wena uthi unesithunywa uthi uyahlola wena. So this is a way of exercising your gift, yabo, and making your gift a part of you. That's what's important. That's what we say.
Thank you.
Okay, my only words of wisdom is I'll draw back to the Lord's prayer. For all the Manchis, you guys must remember that when you say our Father, you are essentially speaking to the highest order of idlozi, lagini. So the prayer, although religious, is powerful as well because you don't know ukuthi leli dlozi that is umkhulu wakho, the our Father element. And how do you know ukuthi, our Father prayer, where does it apply? Normally, when you say our Father, ukhuluma nelidlozi eli, the most ascended within the bloodline of the surname that you're using, right? So for you guys that want to get some clarity on your own spiritual gifts, light one white candle, do the Lord's Prayer, put a glass of water, it's our Father. Idlozi at that level is so highly ascended that it almost looks like God. And ganingi, that's the easiest way, Guti, you must get clarity on certain things, dreams, whatever the case. Take a bath, do our Father, rough salt in a bath. That's it.
And be married. On that note, I want to say thank you so much, guys, for your time, and I hope the Manchis enjoyed the episode. On that note, it's a wrap. And goodbye, darling.